Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Lost Ark, and today I want to put together a quick start guide to the game. Since it has now been confirmed that Lost Ark is coming to the West thanks to a partnership with Amazon Games, a lot more people are now in a position to get excited for this game and start learning more about it. There's a lot of information online with tons of different classes to look through, so many different gameplay systems, so many different trailers. So in this video I want to paint a picture as to what Lost Ark is, what it has to offer, in as quick a time frame as possible so as to avoid wasting your time. So if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and if you're excited for this game, then stick around. But here is your quick start guide to Lost Ark. First things first, what is Lost Ark? Lost Ark is of course an MMO ARPG offering fast-paced, flashy, action-based combat with the classic quarter-view camera angle that ARPGs are known for. It's developed and published by Smilegate, a South Korean game developer and publisher, and as mentioned, the game has now recently been confirmed for Western audiences via a partnership with Amazon Games, said to be releasing by 2021, so we could be looking at something very soon. When it comes to talking about the gameplay for Lost Ark, players progress through the story, completing various leveling zones and dungeons, while taking on a variety of monsters in order to level up their characters or grow stronger. Pretty standard stuff. Players pick between classes, of which there are currently 5 main classes, each of which have a number of subclasses, with 18 in total, that completely change your playstyle. The combat is fast-paced and flashy, making you feel incredibly powerful as you carve through hordes of enemies. Honestly, I have not played an ARPG like this before, where every single move just feels so incredibly satisfying. Each subclass can be further customized using the tripod system, which allows you to tailor your class abilities to match your playstyle. Players can also engage in PvP activities with each other, ranging from simple duels all the way up to 3v3 arena combat. You can also level gathering professions, known as life skills, which allow you to craft useful items and gear, and you can even unlock your own private island, which is fully customizable and can be set up in many ways depending on your needs. Of course, once you've played throughout the game, completed the story, and you've worked towards the end, the question is, what does Endgame have to offer? Well, the Endgame in Lost Ark will allow you to take on powerful world bosses with other players in order to obtain legendary gear. You'll even encounter some of these earlier on in the game, and honestly, they are fantastic. Seeing tons and tons of players grouped together to take down a world boss is honestly a sight to behold. You can also enter Guardian hunts to hunt down bosses in a sort of Monster Hunter style battle, where you have to quite literally track down a boss before you can defeat it. You then have Chaos Dungeons, which are instance content that allow players to take on enemies and a boss for a chance at high level loot. And you also have a special dungeon known as the Cube, which is a high risk, high reward labyrinth with randomized buffs, debuffs and conditions that the players must adapt to on the fly. You can explore the world using your ship, visit multiple different continents, and just in general, invest a lot of time in this awesome world. So let's talk a bit more about those classes, because ultimately, that is an underpin how you play this game. There are 5 main classes in-game, that is Warrior, Mage, Fighter, Gunner, and Assassin. The Warriors embody the front line, the tanky classes, which are the Berserker, the Destroyer, the Warlord, and the Holy Knight. The Berserker wields a 2-handed sword for massive AoE damage. The Destroyer uses a giant hammer in order to stun, stagger, and crush enemies. The Warlord uses a gun lance and a tower shield in order to control enemies and take the brunt of the attacks. Meanwhile, the newly added Holy Knight is a paladin capable of strong melee as well as devastating holy attacks and useful party buffs. The Mage class contains your spellcasters with Arcana, Summoner, and Bard. Arcana mages utilize magical tarot cards in order to devastate opponents with card-based attacks. Summoners conjure up an array of different magical creatures in order to aid them in battle. And Bards use magic to buff allies as well as debuff and control enemies. Fighters are one of your more agile classes, containing the Battle Master, Infighter, Soul Master, and Lance Master. The Battle Master uses speed and combos to take down large groups of enemies incredibly quickly. The Infighter is a heavy-hitting martial artist using incredibly powerful strikes to take down tougher enemies. The Soul Master uses chi-based attacks to assault enemies with energy-infused attacks such as beams and energy blasts, and the recent addition Lance Master utilizes sweeping attacks with their lance, grouping enemies up before finishing them off with powerful polearm attacks. Gunner is then your home to all of the range classes, including Hawkeye, Devil Hunter, Blaster, and the Scouter. Hawkeye uses a bow and a supporting hawk to attack enemies from afar. The Devil Hunter is a flashy class that uses dual pistols, a shotgun, and a sniper rifle to allow for close, mid, and long range combat. The Blaster is a heavy range class, slow but capable of devastating firepower with their mobile weapons platform. And the Scouter, one of the recently announced classes, is an agile class that uses future tech based attacks such as laser beams, mechs, and also a supporting drone. And the final class are the Assassins, which is home to the roguish classes known as the Reaper, the Blade, and the Demonic. The Reaper is a class that uses daggers and shadow magic to teleport around, turn invisible, and poison enemies. The Blade is all about attack speed, using twin daggers for quick hitting attacks before finishing off harder targets with their longsword. And the Demonic uses twin glaives and demonic blood magic to devour foes before entering their ultimate demon form. And as you can begin to see, pair that with the existing tripod system, allowing you to customize your characters further, and you really do have a ton of classes to choose from. Plenty of regions to explore, dungeons to battle, PvP to get involved in, life skills to level up, and crazy giant bosses to fight. Honestly, Lost Ark is an incredible experience. I had a chance to play the beta, I absolutely love the game, and I cannot wait to dive in when it releases in the West. But that, my friends, is a very quick guide to what Lost Ark has to offer. For those of you guys wondering what this game is, then hopefully that's painted a better picture for you incredibly quickly. If you guys have any more questions, by all means let me know in the comments down below. If you want to find out more from Lost Ark, be sure to stay tuned, because of course we'll be covering this as we get close to launch. And thank you very much for watching, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there if you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with. It's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.